Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Hungarian Grand Prix, the penultimate race before the summer break, and things are going well this season. We still need to iron out those little issues, you know. Albon's big spin in qualifying, TSUNODA's big lock-up incident in the race, I suppose, and pit stop issues that costed us points. We're doing okay, you know, we're 5th in the championship, but we could be a little bit better. We're just throwing away points at the moment, and you know, we need to get back on top of that. And I'm hoping that it all starts with the Hungarian Grand Prix today. Thank you for all of the support. Leave a like if you are enjoying, and without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. And we have got a couple of weeks before the next race. Let's have a little look. We've got the F1 in schools. Let's get that going. Monthly car development is all looking good, to be honest. Feature race results, let's have a look. So a sprint race in Silverstone, Arthur Leclerc won that, and Beganovic won the feature race. Into F3, let's have a look. Yeah, sprint race, so Oliver Gray won that one, and then into the feature race, Mahia Kuri won that one. Okay, right, let's have a look at the championship in both of those disciplines. So Zane Maloney still leading the way in the F2 championship. Definitely somebody we want to keep our eye on is Zane Maloney. Frederick Vesti there in second, then Bortoletto in third, but all three of those were pointless. Into the F3 championship, Taylor Bernard massively leading the way there. But, yeah, you can see pretty much everybody's got a point in that championship other than Henriquez and Peter Cowell. Okay. Confidence check-in looks good. You can see we're very much improving the drivers at the moment as well, which is fantastic. Alpine are going to be putting in some new suspensions. Toto Wolff not happy with Mercedes' form this season, and I sort of agree with that. Okay, pit crew development then. I think we want to cut out pit stop errors. Yeah, tyres in general is probably what we're looking at there. So yeah, let's stick with that. And let's move forward. There's our research complete for the side pods, which means we can get one more development in, and this will probably be our last development of the year. So we're going to shove everything into this rear wing. It's also going to be nice and light. Get a bit of airflow in it. And a bit more DRS delta, why not? Nice. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. I've got some low stock, but don't think that's worth worrying about too much. Other than, I suppose, we can possibly get some more stuff done, can't we? Underfloor could be done. That's fine. Got 3 of them. Get another chassis done as well. And another rear wing, because if we get the rear wing first, and we can do the other one after. We have got a regulation change thought of in a bid to keep F1 as competitive as possible. They want to go back on what they did last year, which I think is a good move. Yeah, vote for this. That's what we wanted last year. We'll see what happens. Some good news. Okay. Nice. So that's going to be 5 days earlier. Fantastic. Okay. Let's get the... Well, let's... Yeah, probably want a suspension, don't we? Take 8 days. That's fine. Yeah, need to be a little bit careful on the cost cap. Because we'll have a little look now. If you have a look at the cost cap, we've got 21 million essentially left for the rest of the season. So we've got to just be aware of that and try not to, you know, blow the money too much. But let's get into the performance targets. Reach Q2 is the target. I'm guessing other teams have developed. We'll have a little look in a minute of what exactly happened there. If we go into car analysis, yeah, you can see, you know, we're still strong, but other teams have stuck some developments on the car. Let's have a little look then. Ferrari are looking good. McLaren not so good. Red Bull very good. To be fair, Mercedes pretty good. Alpine probably similar to us. Yeah, Haas aren't great, neither are any of these. Wow, Aston Martin first in all of their categories there. I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, Aston Martin should be winning this championship. They really should. But let's get ourselves into it anyway. And it's alternative tyre allocation this weekend, which is exciting.
To the beautiful Three Springs Valley, here in Hungary. You're joining us in Budapest for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Budapest was formerly 3 cities, and today they're all coming together to kick off what we hope will be a thrilling weekend of racing. The Hungaroring is one challenging succession of corners and turns. With few straights, it's affectionately known as the go-kart circuit. Drivers will have to find a proper rhythm to make the most of the layout, and for cars, low-speed downforce will be paramount.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. And at the season halfway point, time is starting to run out for teams to push ahead.
Sit tight then for the rest of the action.
Okay then, let's get ourselves into the action. Should be a nice dry weekend, which I'm very, very thankful for. So I'll see you guys for Q1.
Welcome to qualifying. Let's find out if all that practice will pay off for the drivers.
Alternative tyre allocation rules applied this time round. That means each team has to tackle Q1 on the hard compound tyres, Q2 on mediums, and Q3 on soft.
As far as Carlos Sainz is concerned, Karun, how do you think he's doing?
They set a great lap in practice, so you can only imagine how good they're feeling going into qualifying. But the big question is, will they be able to keep this performance up?
Well, we're certainly ready in the commentary box. The drivers are getting ready down in the pit lane, and it's time for qualifying.
Okay then, let's get ourselves into qualifying. Not the best weekend again for setup stuff. Albon's car looking very, very good, but other than that, we're not quite where we need to be. But yeah, looking at that, I mean, you can't get better than that really for Albon. But TSUNODA only 88%. Just can't seem to get it fully right every session now. But we're giving it a go. We're still trying. Still pushing out there. Right then, I think we probably want 2 flying laps, don't we? On these hard tyres. So we'll let the AI handle the first run and then we'll take over for the second run. So let's get Albon out there. And push them through this first lap. Lots of traffic for Albon.
Okay, Alex, we can start reducing lift and coast. Yep.
Reduce light co overall.
Copy.
Okay, so just need to
Use the
make
overtake.
sure we're
Got it.
being as aggressive as we can be. But 1 and 2 at the moment, that's not too bad. And Albon just slightly quicker than his teammate.
You can be aggressive with overtake usage.
So let's
Copy.
see what Albon can do now. Snowda coming round, and he should be okay as well. Tell you what, they're seeing the mirages on the track there. Look at that in the background. That looks awesome. I've not really noticed that too much, but you can really see the heat on this track. Track temperature 47.4 degrees. It's hot out there. It's going to be tough to keep the tyres under wraps. Yeah, Albon quicker in the first sector than he was last time. Problem is he's coming up to the Aston Martin in this middle sector where it's very difficult to get past, but he's okay. There's a slightly slower middle sector. Tsunoda's in the same scenario, but again does a good job. It's yellow in the middle sector for both drivers. So here we come then with Alex Albon up to the line, and
Okay,
well, it's
low
a
in the pack.
much slower time from Albon on the second run there.
You can afford to drop back.
Copy.
Tsunoda manages to go above his teammate
Focus on
though,
your tires for the moment. Okay.
and he will be pretty happy with that.
Need some recharge. Copy.
Now, realistically, I think we scrap the idea of 2 flying laps. Really look after the tyres, because they are overheating in this very hot Hungaroring. Yeah, Fernando Alonso currently slowest of everybody. And there could be a little shock here, I feel. See, traffic is always a problem.
Track is full. Okay.
Definitely want to get the engine going.
We can start reducing lift and coast.
Yeah. Full deploy.
Yeah, copy.
I think we want to leave it to the last moment to start attacking Alex
Push
Albon
hard. Happy to push hard.
Yes.
and try and keep those tyres
Can you bring
as
the pace
cool as
up,
possible.
please? Copy.
You should be able to hang on to them a little bit better throughout the lap in that case. But if the hard tyres are feeling this, God knows what the soft tyres are going to feel in Q3 if we get that far indeed. So I'm on through the first sector, and it is green. Yellow for Tsunoda. Coming through the middle sector now. Yep, green again for Albon. And yellow again for TSUNODA. So it's an interesting scenario, isn't it? Anyway, here goes Alex Albon. This is going to be a better time, I think. Should get him at least through to Q2. And yep, he's up to 9th. TSUNODA over the line. And no improvement from him. So he's going to remain 11th, but should be okay. And is okay. So we finish in 9th and 11th. Probably going to struggle to replicate another pole position, but we've got to sort of get our head out of that game now, I feel. You know, we're not quite at that level anymore, I don't think. Right, we're going to get them out there.
Green now. Green now.
We'll virtually go for that same setup.
And we think you can reduce lift and coast.
Yep, copy.
Reduce fly cover.
Yeah, copy.
Can use the overtake.
Okay.
We can push on now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we happy to push. Happy to push.
I'm just going to push the car in this first timed lap. And the, you know, the tyres are getting hot pretty quickly here. I think he's going to be okay. Come the end of the lap. And here goes Alex Albon up to the line. What's it going to be? A 15-1 for him. And TSUNODA 15-0. Well, it doesn't often happen where TSUNODA's slightly quicker than his teammate, but that's the way it's worked out here. And the heat cycle tyres should serve us well. Stroll quickest at the moment in Q2. And we're not that much quicker than Bottas, so that's maybe a sign that our time wasn't that good, actually. Ocon over the line, only P12, so we're 8th and 9th at the moment, ahead of Alpine, which is good, but... yeah. And Albon's going to head out first again. Send out TSUNODA. I think just send them out on conserve later in the lap.
Battery is good.
Copy.
We're happy to push.
Yep, copy.
And here we go then.
You can
Albon, unfortunately,
Okay.
behind the Alpine. Well, that's the Alpine's lap done for, isn't it? Which Alpine is it? It's actually Ocon, so I think we're going to be pretty much safe here. Gasly's one to watch though, as Norris has got into the top 10. It's impressive from him. We've deliberately left the tyres a little bit cooler. Yellow for Albon. What's it going to be for TSUNODA? He's not really got any excuse of traffic. Green for TSUNODA. As Albon comes up to another of the Mercedes cars now. This is really not ideal. Yeah. So I think Albon could be in trouble here. If Gasly puts together a lap, I think Tsunoda is actually in a good place.
That's chicken flag.
So anyway, here we go. Albon up to the line. Is there going to be any improvements from him? No. What about Tsunoda? He comes up to the line. Is he going to improve at all? It's a 15-1, which again is not where he needs to be. So 9th and 10th. It's all going to be about Pierre Gasly. Gasly's coming round now. He comes up to the line. Is he going to get through? Yes, he does. He's up to P8. So Albon is out of qualifying, starting P11. Tsunoda into the top 10. Okay. Right, we've got 3 sets of soft tyres. Let's get going.
That's great.
We'll let the AI completely do this run. It's a 15-1 again.
Currently you are P1. Go in.
Copy.
Which, to be fair, on the soft tyres, he should be doing better than that. So I'm tempted to send him straight out again. And then maybe do a scrub tyre run at the end of the session.
Focusing on your tyres there.
Yeah, copy.
So heads down, focus.
Copy.
We look
So
at
let's see
reducing the lift and core.
what Tsunoda can do. Is he going to be able to put in a decent lap here? He's quicker than Perez and Hamilton at the moment. Should be quicker than Norris. Don't think McLaren have quite hit our level yet, but yeah, yellow first sector there. Green middle sector. And then as he comes round the final corner, it's going to be in the 14s, I think. Yeah, much better time. That moves him up to P7 now. Right, we'll attack the tyres. It
Copy.
doesn't really matter, but we need to get back into the pits quickly so that we can get a new set of tyres on and get back out there. And I think we're going to do the scrub tyre run at the end here. So which tyres are better? Those ones, yeah, that's fine. Send them straight out there. It's going to be very, very tight as to whether he actually makes it, but we'll give it a go.
Your main focus is your tires and brakes. That's your main focus.
Copy.
Focus and push.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, he should just about make this. It's going to be last man over the line. So here we go with 6 seconds to spare. He's over the line, and now
Okay, chicken flag.
let's see what he can produce in this final run. On the scrub tyres. As Hamilton goes P8. Norris is one to watch, and Perez over the line. Yep, Norris isn't going to improve, but Tsunoda might. Perez is going to surely go above Tsunoda? Yes, he does. He goes P5, but Tsunoda heads up to the line to 14.8 in the end, which is just a little bit slower than what he produced last time. But there you go. Yuki Tsunoda qualifies P8 for tomorrow. Lance Stroll on pole position. The yo-yo season continues. Alonso, by the way, did go out in Q1. I did say there would be a little shock. Alonso was indeed the shock. He had a penalty anyway, though.
Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
The heart may be in Budapest, but the racing soul is right here. Decades of F1 history saturate every turn of the Hungaroring, including the 1989 Grand Prix, where Nigel Mansell bullied his way from a P12 start to an ultimate victory. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
Well, as we can see, the crowd here at the Hungaroring are ready and waiting, so let's get the show underway.
Right then, let's have a think about strategy here. Let's just have a little look at the temperature. What we're expecting the track temperature to be. Do we have any idea? I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. Right. Yeah, two stoppers definitely going to be the way, but what compounds do we actually have? Let's have a look at Albon. So he's got virtually 2 sets of hards and virtually 2 sets of mediums. So he could do a double medium stint or double hard stint. It's whether we do something like this. Yeah, I just don't think being aggressive is actually worth it around here. But yeah, I think hards to... You know what, actually? I think softs to start off. So soft, medium, hard. Try and beat the traffic, essentially. Yeah, that looks decent. So that's what we're going to do with him. Tsunoda, meanwhile, might benefit from a slightly harder start on the mediums. Yeah, I like that. I like that for Tsunoda. Okay. Going to be very difficult to attack in this race, but we'll give it a go. We obviously have to attack in the first couple of laps to make sure we're in that DRS train, and then hopefully from there we can do better. But here we go.
There's a fantastic atmosphere at the Hungaroring as we prepare for 70 laps of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Yuki Tsunoda will be hoping things go his way today.
An encouraging grid position as they sit in P8. Lots to build on during the race if they manage it well.
And the time has come. Let's go racing. This is it, the Hungarian Grand Prix. And it's lights
Okay,
out.
lights out,
And
away we go, and it's Lance Stroll off to a good start, and Charles Leclerc following him, but George Russell is the one that's going to head up into P2 as he flies around the outside of turn 1. He's on the hard tyres though, so the Ferrari will get better traction out of turn 2, and he does manage that, but George Russell goes down the inside, and we have had a big crash into turn 1, and I think it was Daniel Ricciardo, not entirely sure. Let's have a little look here. It was just a silly one really. I think it was probably Zhou Guanyu's fault that, but Ricciardo gets the penalty. But yes, Russell is into second, then Charles Leclerc in third place, and then Verstappen and Perez side by side at the moment as they go into the chicane, but Leclerc back ahead of Russell. Perez is fifth, then Sainz in P6, followed by Gasly in seventh, then Tsunoda is eighth at the moment, and Alex Albon in trying to get into P10, should manage it here with the better traction. And of course on the soft tyres, he's not the only one on the soft tyres. George Russell the only one on the hard tyres, interestingly enough, in this first stint. So a variety of strategies.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Overtake as you need.
Okay.
And we're gonna just try and stay with them over this next lap. And keep the ERS for later on, but there goes Hamilton, he's through. Not a lot we can do about that. Oof, nearly went into the back of him there. Right, down into standard now. 9th and 10th as it stands. Oh yeah, do we let Albon through? You know, Albon might make his way through anyway if we use a bit of deployment. Not quite. Yeah, I think it's important to have Albon being the one fighting Hamilton. Tsunoda might get Albon back anyway, to be fair, and he will do. So yeah, just lost us that second really. But I thought Albon would have a bit more pace, but happy to let them battle it out for now. Maybe we'll just tell Albon not to fight his teammate.
Dangerous.
Did he crash?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't actually know what happened
Now
there.
this was at turn 1. The cars jostling for
Yeah.
position. Ooh,
Well,
quite an
that's
impact
what we
between
wanted
them.
to avoid.
I'm not quite sure what's happened there.
Do we have a problem?
Stand by.
Yeah, it was Albon's fault, to be fair. what occurred, but yeah, I don't know whether that was caused by us telling Albon not to fight TSUNODA. Did he like stop or something? But no, I mean, I think they should be able to push forward by not fighting each other, but I mean they're a long way behind Hamilton now, so anyway, let's keep pushing. I'm kind of tempted to bring Albon in. So whether we tell Albon to avoid high-risk curbs for a bit. Try and look after those tyres, because he is going to have to take them a bit longer, and because of the incident didn't look after them the best, so that might help prolong them just a little bit.
The window is open.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's under 50% now, so I think we're just going to have to attack. So on softs? No, knock on just quicker at this phase of the race. Yeah, and Albon, I think next lap he's going to be coming in. So Albon in. And hopefully we won't have an issue. Oh wait, he's got his 5-second penalty as well. Well, 15-second penalty Albon seemed to have there. Can we see the penalties anywhere? Yeah, wow, Albon got a 10-second penalty and a 5. Wow. Well, that's ruined his race, hasn't it? There's no doubt about that. Tell him to avoid high-risk curbs then. We'll go VSC, so
VSC.
I think it's going to be worth coming in this lap.
Copy.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
It's Pierre Gasly that's crashed. But yeah, most people coming into the pits, although Ocon hasn't, but It will gain you some time. Yes, brilliant pit stop from the boys there. And Tsunoda back out in 9th place. That's pretty huge for him.
Okay, starting tire management.
Copy.
To recharge the pack.
Copy.
Track is full.
Battery is good.
Copy. I have no grip.
So safety car ending.
PSC ending.
Yeah, copy.
You can increase the pace.
Copy.
TRS enabled.
Yeah, you'd expect Fernando Alonso to pass Tsunoda quite easily here. But yeah, I think it's going to be minor points that we're playing for today anyway. And Tsunoda's just locked. I think he's out actually.
Now this happened as they arrived at turn 12. Oh, and there wasn't a lot that could be done.
Yeah, I think he's just broke his front wing, but let's have a look. Yeah, well, perhaps he'll be okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry, head down.
But his tyres are going to be knackered as well.
Recharge.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be losing too much time. So, don't think it's worth the extra pit stop. But yeah, it's not gone very well today, has it? In fairness. So yeah, 13th and 19th at the moment. I don't know how we're gonna do Yuki's strategy here. Yeah. Anyway, Albon should be able to get past Nick de Vries here. Fairly soon.
What are we thinking about tyres here?
Let's just increase the aggression slightly for Albon, try and get those tyre temps up, try and get those lap times up a bit as well. And here he comes. And we have another crash out there.
yellow
And this
flag
time it was involving Lando Norris, I think. Yep, Norris following... I think that's Daniel Ricciardo. Poor guy, he's been in a lot of incidents today, but yeah, it was just a silly little incident there. Yeah, Albon now ahead of Nick de Vries. Should be able to get past Norris quite easily. Norris through, and we're going to take off the looking after the tyres now and see where he can get to. Tsunoda currently P12 and actually is slowly but surely catching up on Piastri. Bun now. God's sake.
Okay.
Copy.
Well, this is making me think that
Nico Hulkenberg there.
we need to
Barely any room to maneuver.
think about
Oh, and the cars there.
different drivers
Able to keep out of each other.
for next season. He's still going out there, but it's not good.
Sorry, mate.
And Tsunoda actually got the penalty for that. I don't really know how. It was definitely Hulkenberg's fault, but anyway, Albon passes Ricciardo. But it's Max Verstappen leading the way. Ahead of Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, and Stroll is 5th at the moment. And Albon's just made it past his teammate, despite that 15-second penalty earlier in the race. Just can't believe it, can you? Albon might genuinely make it back into the points here. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah. Let's keep Albon going. Let's bring him in on this lap. Going on to a brand new set of hard tyres. Damn it.
Box.
How far's Tsunoda off? Has pit stop a long, long way still. Yes, lovely pit stop again for Albon. Can he get out in front of these guys?
On exit.
Not quite. These are lapping anyway, aren't they? This could be a bit of a problem for Albon, as they're going to be on fairly old hard tyres now. Yeah, just looking at tyres for Tsunoda, it's not looking good for him right now. That's the problem with being lapped. Is Albon's now having to back out every now and then for a blue flag. But he's through on Ricciardo quite nicely there. Hulkenberg in the pits. Problem that Albon's got, that Tsunoda's got, is he's not got any tyres that'll serve him well.
Feedback on tire 1 capacity, please.
Yeah, this is the one. It's going on to soft tyres.
Box.
Copy.
Yeah, Magnussen's going to be quick, but I'm looking at Bottas, I'm looking at Piastri, they're going to be slower, you would think. Decent pit stop, obviously had his penalty as well. Consider.
We're on tire management.
We didn't bother fixing his front wing. Didn't seem much point, he's not losing much time, and also let's not waste the durability of the next front wing. Gonna finish well outside of the points anyway at this stage. Anyway, Albon past Piastri. Don't know if anybody else has to come into the pits. Bottas has been in, he's on soft tyres, so this might be a lot for Alex Albon. Unless there's an incident. Red flag or something. Which is a shame, but nothing he can do about it. Should we try and get a faster lap with Tsunoda? Let's give it a go. Might as well try. Yeah, not quite, but if we go neutral this lap, we should be within DRS range of the car in front. It's not quite going to be there, but As Piastri is overtaking Alex Albon. Well, to be fair, he should be able to overtake Hulkenberg now. And maybe De Vries as well. By the end of the Grand Prix. Not quite. TSUNODA past Hulkenberg now. And people's tyres are going off, but they're not going to go off enough. Well, Albon having a look at Piastri now.
We could do with a bit more pace now if you've got it.
Okay.
Reduce light go overall.
Yeah, copy.
Now, of course, a lap down, so there's no need to worry about fuel. As Max Verstappen sets off on the last lap of the race, meaning it's now the last lap for Alex Albon. Yeah, Albon well behind anybody of note. So it's going to be Max Verstappen that wins here in Hungary. Perez is going to finish second. Leclerc over the line in third. And it's going to be a very disappointing P12 for Alex Albon.
DRS is currently disabled.
And TSUNODA's going to finish 14th. So it's going to be a pointless race for us here.
Flag is out.
And just again, too many mistakes. And
I think you did well.
It's not the end of the world.
Thanks, guys.
not great. There's Stroll over the line, fastest lap
That would be checkered flag. Checkered flag.
in P7. So we'll zoom it through. Good result for Bottas, getting some points for Alfa Romeo.
And what a dreadful day it ended up being for the Williams driver.
You know, I don't think many would have expected to see them finishing outside the top 10. They'll be aiming much higher than that, I assure you.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
6 wins now in this season, they're not flagging. A mighty impressive victory.
And as far as those three are concerned, well, they'll be leaving Budapest hungry for more.
Okay, well played.
Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race. But how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And that then marks the end of our time here in Hungary.
Next time, the teams will be adding another year to the legend of Spa-Francorchamps. Anything can happen at the Belgian Grand Prix.
Okay then, that is going to be that. Verstappen wins, as we said before. Russell finishes 5th, Alonso 6th, and then Stroll in 7th. Hamilton finishes P8. Then Bottas 9th and Ocon in P10. Okay, into the championship. So Hamilton goes above Tsunoda. Definitely something to consider. Albon still 8th in the championship, but yeah, we're starting to struggle now. Verstappen, a good 47 points ahead of his teammate in the championship. Into the constructors then. Aston Martin closing in on Red Bull. Being closed in on by Ferrari. Mercedes pretty much have secured 4th now, you would say. Alpine gain a point on us, but not too much. Alfa Romeo off the bottom of the table and into 8th place. Fastest pit stops 3 and 4. Once again, Red Bull have definitely overtook us in that scenario. That's for sure. And now just 18 points between us. Red Bull will probably overtake us at the next Grand Prix. Okay then, let's push on. How much money did we make? 4.6 million, that's nice. Nice amount of money to make. And get into our bank. As Sven Smits moves up to 85 rated. And there you have it then. That's going to be the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.